Now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense. Welcome to episode 214 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me as always is Carlo.
As always.
And Pete. Hey guys. Hey, we got a Pete over here. Hey,
Am
guys.
I eternally bound? Is my soul like eternally bound to the studio? Is that how this works?
Yeah, no, that's definitely how it works, man.
Is that why I'm always here?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to tell you this, but yes.
Damn it.
That's why I've always remained on the outside.
Those user agreements more thoroughly.
Well, I mean, you should have, but it's too late now. Your soul is here.
Well,
it's a contract,
and I'm never letting that up.
No.
Unless somebody gives me $19.95.
It's not worth a lot.
That's all you're asking for?
It's not very valuable.
Check out my program.
21 monthly payments in $19.95, and Carlos's soul can be yours.
I feel a little bit better that now that's worth 20 times as much as $20. I mean, that's not a lot more.
Yeah, but there's some fine print in there too. And
so I mean, that's just
that soul.
So my soul's worth $400 basically, right? That's what it's worth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the beauty of it is we can sell it multiple times.
Multiple contracts.
Because nobody can tell if they own a soul or not.
Everybody gets a piece.
It's like selling pieces of the moon or stars.
Wait. You can't sell pieces of stars.
Dude, people were selling land on the moon.
Yep. People were also selling stars. You can name a star.
Right.
Those are websites.
You can't actually own land on the moon.
You can if you go to one of these sites.
No, you can't own it's literally an agreement
yeah, I know.
With the United Nations that you can't own land on.
No, but there's one dude who broke that and declared himself Emperor of the Moon. And it held up. We talked about that on the show, actually.
I don't remember
that. Is that where I heard it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
It's already been.
Dude was a fucking genius.
We have done a lot of episodes.
214 of them.
That's a good number.
I mean, it's a number. I don't know if it's a good number or not.
It could be a terrible number. We might be just terrible people for just having that many number of episodes for a show called Department of Offense.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Man, I feel like I'm going as deaf as Pete. I keep having to turn my headphones up.
Oh yeah,
it's still low for me.
I'm just hoping that
I literally can't turn. Well, actually, I can.
You can turn Pete's
because it can get
Oh God.
Oh jeez, that's way too high for everybody.
For everybody?
Yeah, that was the global volume. There we go. That's good. I like that.
Well, then maybe you should turn the global and everybody else but me down. These are the steps we need to take. All right.
So you got another couple years, Pete, right? Before you have to get
before I'm completely deaf.
Yeah, and get.
No, I can actually hear really well. I do really well on hearing tests, like the really high pitched noises and shit.
It's
like
just
out of the left or the right. It's for my own voice. I've said this before.
All right.
I need to hear. His brain filters it out better than the rest of ours do.
Well, no, I know that, but I take that into account when I do our sound checks. Is the fact that I know that my voice is factored out partly when I do the sound checks.
Now mine needs to be more there.
It's more important that I hear everybody else. Because I'm not so selfish, Pete. I'm not a selfish bastard like you.
Nobody else has to share the headphones at the same time.
Yeah, no, man. He can have his as loud as he wants. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
No skin off anybody's
Just
nose.
Don't ever put them on because you'll blow your eardrum.
Yeah, no, that's true.
All right, before we get too deep here, I want to give a shout out to our patrons. If you'd like to become a patron, head over to patreon.com/blindstudios and become a patron today. Every little dollar helps. With all the shows that we have on our network, we just need a little bit of money to keep the lights on, guys, so please help us out. If you're going to do any Amazon shopping, go ahead and head over to blindstudios.com, click on the Amazon link on the homepage. Do your Amazon shopping as normal, and we get a bit of a kickback from Amazon.
Or bookmark that link so it's always the Amazon link.
The best thing to do is to go on your grandparents' computer and swap out their Amazon, their icon on their desktop, because they have an Amazon icon on their desktop.
Well, yeah.
And you just swap it out with the BNS one. You go to Amazon and you just change their URL a little bit and you're good to go.
If you're worried about that being immoral, well, we're going to tell you that's not. And why is it not? Because we said so.
Well, also,
And we are just the paragons
I mean, there is a
of
reason,
judging
but-
morality.
no,
right?
that's not immoral. Like, you're not costing them anymore.
no.
You're just helping us out.
Yeah.
And they don't know.
And we're also the paragons of morality.
Oh, we are paragons of virtue.
Yeah.
Also, please do not just like at the bottom of the screen there should be a little disclaimer right now. Blind Studios is not responsible for any ethical conundrums that result from following our advice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We're covered.
We got all our bases covered. Well, you
Yeah.
know why that? That's because we're just paragons of morality.
No, we're not.
We might be.
No.
Compared to certain people.
All right. Well,
If you make the comparisons to the right people, yeah.
Carlos, what have you been up to this week, man?
Well, I mean, last week we didn't record a show. And why was that? We were camping.
Yes, we did go to Madeline. It was our
Yeah.
annual trip up.
Yep. And when we got back, we just didn't want to talk to people anymore.
Well, so the trip to Madeline kind of signifies the end of summer. Like, it's the official end of summer for me. Like, after we come back from Madeline, the shorts go in a box.
Well, we got back and it
It's-
was burning hot, though.
It doesn't matter. The shorts were in a box.
They went in the box. No matter what, they're in the box.
They go in the box now.
All right.
And that's just the end of summer.
Oh, yeah. But we had a lot of fun camping.
Yeah, it was the smallest group that we've had since the first year.
Well, that was over a week ago, though, and I still have fucking bug bites on my legs.
Well, yeah, Carlos, bug bites don't go away that quickly.
They
Well,
should.
all mine
They
are gone.
fucking should.
You must have like really itched.
Also,
them,
I
man.
don't
No,
think
it
I
wasn't.
got
It
very many
wasn't,
bug
it wasn't
bites.
from the. It wasn't from itching, but it was just because from the beach, all the fly bites. No, all the mosquito bites. Those disappeared ages ago.
Oh, those like horsefly bites
Oh.
that you guys were getting at the beach.
Yeah.
See, I didn't get any like.
And
bumps
if
or
you
anything
if you had
on
been hanging out in the water with me, you wouldn't have gotten any either.
No, I didn't spend the entire time in the water. I spent some time with my legs. No, as long as I had like a foot of water over my legs. No, the flies left me alone.
Man, I submerged myself in the water and then peed in the water. It was pretty great.
Oh yeah.
I peed in there.
I remember you had like declared that you were peeing in the water. It's like, all right, time to take a step out of the water now.
Dude, it's the ocean.
No, it's not a fucking
You can
ocean.
pee in the ocean.
We
if you
covered
want.
this, Casey.
Did you see the
It's a
sailboat?
fucking lake.
There was a fucking
Yeah, there
sailboat.
was a sailboat, man. I mean, it's an ocean.
Look, the best you could do is try to make arguments for being a sea. You got to take that step first. You got to argue that the sea.
No, man, we
Well-
just jumped straight to ocean.
I mean, the sea is part of an ocean, so
Yeah.
It's an ocean.
So that means if it's a sea,
There's
it's an ocean.
only so many oceans on the world.
Yeah.
I know, and
There's
we
9
were
of
on
them.
one of them.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Yep. There's 9 oceans.
We were on the
No.
ninth ocean.
Yep.
But
I don't know where the 8th one
Wait,
went.
which lake were we
but-
on? It was Superior, right?
What?
It was Lake Superior, right? That Madeline.
Yeah, we were on Ocean Superior.
Ocean.
It means-
Gichigumi.
Yep. Which means superior ocean in Native
Look,
American.
I don't care what kind of argument you make.
The
There's
biggest
no way you
ocean.
can say that
Best
Lake,
ocean.
you can't make any sort of argument that Lake Erie is an ocean.
No, Lake Erie is
That's
not.
a lake. It says
That's a
lake.
lake. It's Lake
it
Erie.
says Lake Erie.
We were in Ocean Superior.
Don't you remember there was a time in like elementary school you had to like learn what all the Great Lakes were?
Yeah, there's Huron,
I forgot that one. All right, there's one. I know
Michigan.
I know Superior and Erie. Those are the two I
No,
remember.
well, Erie is one for sure.
Erie is one.
Yeah.
Huron is one.
Yeah.
Michigan is one. And that's it. Because then there's Ocean Superior.
That's how it works.
It's a superior ocean, man.
I guess I should pay more attention in
Yeah, you
elementary
should have.
school.
Yep, it's too late now.
Let's see. Well, I got back from all that. Well, because before we even went on that
Oh
trip,
no, there's a viewer.
I had to get all my homework done for classes because I'm in tech school.
That's
right
right.
now.
Carlos is in school.
Schooling it up.
So I got back and I had this whole week of like I'm not drinking this whole entire week. That's weird.
That sounds shitty.
And then I had to do more homework yesterday. But yeah,
Yeah, homework is cool.
besides camping, like it's just been like doing homework and spending some time. I'm watching just internet stuff and catching up on whatever I missed. Was not a whole lot. I did not miss a whole bunch of stuff while I was gone. That's for sure.
Oh, that's good.
And that's all. How about you, Pete?
Well, went camping as well.
On the ocean. Man, we lived
camped it.
through Huracan Felipe.
Huracan Felipe.
Huracan Felipe.
That was certainly a thing that we experienced. Huracan Felipe.
Huracan.
Huracan.
You don't say the H in Spanish.
Huracan.
Huracan.
Huracan Felipe.
All right.
Yep, experience that.
But I'm pretty sure that there's like H's that show up in Spanish.
No, you don't say the letter H.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, that's a CH.
That's a ch.
That's a ch. No, if the word starts with an H. Like hombre.
Hombre?
Well, yeah.
Hombre.
In that case, you're right, Casey.
If it starts with an H. Chupacabra starts with a C, dumbass.
I know that, but there's still an H sound in there.
Yeah, no, you don't say the H at the start of a word. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. You're right. You're
No, but you're wrong.
But goddamn it. Yep. So we experienced that. We made it through. We didn't have electricity after.
No, we
But
did not have electricity.
We did not.
We didn't have it before either. So
Stop trying to qualify our suffering.
yeah, it was tough for us out there.
Well, we still had a cooler full of beer.
We only had like 20 beers left at the end. So
yeah,
there's that.
Yeah, we did pretty well this year for like.
We drank over half.
Beer. Yeah.
Well
Yep,
over half.
yep.
Yeah, well over half.
Otherwise, I cleaned my Vibe because I might sell it.
Oh, you're selling the Vibe, man?
I bought a battery charger. I charged up the battery for the Jeep.
And it turned on?
It took like 12 hours for it to charge. It's a beefy battery. But I got to go put it back in there and then move it. And then decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the Jeep or keep the Vibe. I don't know.
Dude, I mean, the Vibe has better mileage. But in 2 months,
but
it's
the
not going to
Jeep
matter.
has a V8, and in the wintertime, I can do
wintertime, it's
whatever
gonna
the
be really
fuck I want,
nice.
whenever I
Yeah.
want. So
Doesn't it also have a cracked head, though?
no, I don't think so. That
No.
went away years ago.
I don't think it just goes away. Like, cars are not self-healing.
Yeah, no, it was like a tiny crack. If it
No,
was.
no, Casey. You just got to treat it like I treat my car.
No, Carlos, cars are not self-healing. That's not a thing.
What? No, they gotta have. They got like regeneration 5 right now, or like regeneration 5 hit points every day, right?
Yeah. The longer it sits there,
The longer it sits there, the better it is.
the longer it lasts.
Yeah.
There
And I
you go.
I did not go anywhere yesterday, so that's like 5 extra hit points my car gained.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works, Casey. That's how fucking cars work.
Well, so man, all right, so you got the Jeep started.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Oh, it's still charging up.
The battery's all charged. I just gotta get.
You just haven't turned the key, like.
Yeah, I haven't brought it back over there because when I started, I want to drive it a little bit and then move it. So
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta have
How
somebody
long's
to
the gas
pick it
been
up.
sitting in there?
Oh, I don't know, like a year.
So,
How long is gasoline good
Is it
for?
bad if you're
I
driving
don't
your car and like you cross like there's
Just watch The Walking
there's
Dead.
this line like
You'll
going
find
like
out.
parallel with the road, like it's in part of the road. It's like going parallel, and then you go over, and like all of a sudden it feels like your car is trying to all of a sudden go like veer right. That's bad, right?
Wait, no,
That's
what are you
normal.
talking
Every
about?
car has a mind of its own, man.
All right.
No,
every
wait,
single
what?
one.
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, like I'll be like driving down the road, and like there'll be like a solid line in the road, like
Like when you hit the rumble strip?
no, not like a rumble strip, but like it's just like a solid like there's gonna be this exit right here. So like all of a sudden like there's like the little sometimes there's like this line in the road going parallel along with the road just because they had the add-on right there. And like as you start
Like
going
on the
over,
left or the right?
on like the right
Is
side.
it
If you're
the
taking, like,
red
the right
or
side
the
exit
white?
and going on the right, all of a sudden it feels like your car's like veering over a different direction.
Your car is broken. You should not be on the road. Ever.
It's
Carlos,
just in town.
We're getting
It's
rid of
just
your
a-
bike or your car, and you can only ride a bicycle.
But
What
my
a-
car can buy booze now.
Why don't you just
Who
buy
else's car could say that?
just buy the Vibe? That thing's gonna last like 10 more years plus.
yeah, dude, buy the Vibe.
You see like a million of those on the road.
Dude, the Vibe is way better than your car.
Well, I know that. There's a lot of things better than my car.
2,800 right now. Deal?
That's the problem.
Deal? Okay. Good to go. We
Give 'em
sealed the deal.
$1,000.
Y'all
How-
heard it
but
here.
the problem is how many miles the car has.
176.
Meanwhile, my car is still sitting at 119,000
Yeah,
Yeah.
your coffin?
Your coffin is 119,000, man.
miles.
Didn't you
Yeah,
like break
100
it in half last winter?
It's been at 119,000 for quite a while.
Your odometer stopped working.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it did?
It
Yeah.
stopped aging.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's
That's the only problem then?
well,
Right,
there's
so-
a lot of problems.
That's the only problem he knows about.
Oh no, sometimes it like acts weird, like it feels like it's trying to go different directions.
Completely normal
Completely normal.
What?
for a car that you know like that one.
Yeah, exactly. Pete gets it.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that's all I've been up to. I put my bow online too. I'm gonna sell it. I'm selling some shit. I'm liquidating.
Do you need to buy
Get
a
rid
new
of
liver or
everything.
something?
What?
Do you need to buy a new liver or something?
Well,
What's a Yugo?
a Yugo?
Yeah.
Uh,
YUGO. Is that a car, Tom? I don't know. Tom was like, is a Yugo better than Carlos's car?
Like a 77 Yugo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, everything is better than Carlos's car.
Come on, it's a 95 Cougar. You can't beat
Yeah,
that.
it's a 95 Cougar with the odometer broken. And how many quarts of oil do you have to put in a month?
More than I put in.
When was the last time you changed the oil?
Would have been January
2007?
1st. January 1st this year. Or January 2nd. It was whenever I brought my car in at beginning of January.
It's like a Geo Metro, except even shittier.
What? No, that can't be right.
A Yugo?
Well, no, I believe that, but I didn't know they made things shittier than.
It's made out of like aluminum or something.
I've actually had a lot of offers for my car. You guys wouldn't believe.
You're right. I don't believe
No,
any
no,
of that
you
statement.
shouldn't believe that, but it's true.
What kind of offers?
Well, like offers that for like basically, it would be like $1,500 to sell my car.
For parts?
More
Wait,
than that.
somebody offered you $1,500 for that car?
Yeah.
And you didn't take it?
No,
You're an idiot.
that's probably true.
Why the fuck wouldn't you take that?
Because it's my car.
Yeah,
That's how I
Carlos,
get to places.
for
Put it towards
$700,
a new one.
you could get a better car.
I know that in my mind. But my heart, it's like, oh, this car's indestructible.
Until it destructs.
Like
when you're
Pete
in
would
it.
have, like 6 months ago, Pete would have sold you his Jeep for $1,000, and that's
I
better
mean, I
than
still
your
would.
car.
No, like a Jeep is a way better than my
Yeah.
car.
If somebody offers you $1,500 for your car again, you take that.
Right?
You fucking take it.
But they're like, you have to like sell your car, then you have to like do stuff.
No,
Just,
you
like,
have to
transfer the title.
All
on
you
that
literally
thing.
have to do is sign over the title.
There's already a spot for it on the
Yeah.
title.
There's a spot on the title. You literally
And then they
just
get a
have-
new one when they buy it
Yeah.
to do the same thing.
I don't even know where my title is anymore. I should probably find out.
Do
where
you
that
even
is.
own your car?
I do on my car.
Just go to the DMV website. You can order. It's like
Tom says
60
you could
bucks.
use Miles's bike that's out back.
I know.
Is that still out
Somebody's
there?
been paying attention.
Oh, I was in that picture you put up earlier. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just a part of your house now. You should throw that thing in his fucking yard. No, I'm just kidding.
Then I have to drive into Richmond.
That
Oh,
actually might be worth it. Just the drive merchant, just to throw
Just
his
leave
bike.
the
Okay,
bike.
Casey, about these pictures that you put up. Okay, Jen just sent me one. I rolled up my shorts so my legs. So it's like
Those are hilarious.
and I was squatting in the water. She sent it to me as like a meme already.
I
You
thought
gotta
those were,
talk about.
I
It's like
thought-
I'm getting ready to make a play in football or something.
I thought that one was funny.
Well, there was one. Yeah, those ones were pretty
That's
funny.
got to stay up there.
All right, what have I been up to this past week? I brewed 3 beers this weekend. Got that done. Fun story about my brewing. The last beer I finished, was the Belgian IPA. I put it in the fermenter. I threw it downstairs. Put the airlock on it, ready to go. Then I started having a couple of beers and working on DOO tonight. Went upstairs to ask Carlos if you want to go grab a beer. Saw that I had not pitched the yeast yet.
Oh,
I completely forgot to pitch the yeast in the beer.
Wait,
Well,
that's
that's
like the last thing though, right?
Yeah, no, it's the last
Oh.
thing. Like, no, it was fine. It was just like, oh shit, I should probably put
You
yeast
just put
in
it
this beer.
downstairs with no yeast. You tried. It's like,
well, I mean, you would
I'm getting so fucked up off this.
You would have caught him eventually, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it's
yeah,
like,
no.
there'd be extra
It was
yeast.
it was sitting on the counter.
Yeah.
I just completely like ignored it. I'm like, oh shit. Oh,
And like,
shit,
even if
oh.
it's the fridge, it's just like, there's this extra yeast in the fridge. Why is that?
Just go sprinkle a
What
little in
did I
each
do?
beer,
Like,
you know.
Although, like, if you'd done multiple batches and you didn't remember which one needed the yeast,
I think
Well,
you would
no.
know.
So the nice thing is, like the multiple batches I've been doing, either they all have the same yeast or they all have different yeast.
Well, like, what if you had 2 batches you did in the day, and you added yeast to one of them, but you didn't remember which one you added the yeast to, and you had extra yeast to add?
If it was the same yeast, then I'd have a problem. If they're different yeast, then I can figure it out. Because today I did a sour. I did the Flanders.
What if you had
and-
extra yeast in like one of them? Like, is that a problem?
Well, depends on the yeast. So if I added extra of the same yeast, then it's not a problem.
All right.
If I add extra of a different yeast, then it's a problem.
Okay.
Because then you're going to have conflicting yeast flavors. And that's not good.
No, that would be bad.
Yeah, it would be very bad.
Probably.
You probably put banana in there when there's supposed to be no banana.
I keep hearing how you don't want banana.
No banana.
Just listen to Homebrew Bound. You'll know all about
One
banana.
banana, 2
No
banana, 3 banana.
No
4.
banana. We still got to figure out the no banana T-shirt. I've been
Mhm.
trying to figure out the best way of putting that together.
1
Just
banana,
put a pissed
2
off banana.
3 banana.
saying no banana.
No.
Well, I
You
got
don't
to
want
figure
any
out
of
somebody
that.
who can draw pissed off.
You don't want
banana.
any
Get
of
Matt
that.
to
And like,
drive.
you want to say like daylight come and I want to go home.
All right, Carlos, you want to start passing around some beers?
Pete's got it right by him.
Is it the wild sour?
It's
Yeah.
the wild sour.
Apricot.
Apricot from Distill.
Yeah, so this is from so the beer going around right now. It's from Distill Brewing in Illinois. It's an American wild ale coming in at 6% ABV.
I'm only gonna have a little breakfast.
And if I can describe their beer so far that I've had, it would be pretty fucking sour.
It's
All those are, man. I'm surprised you can handle that.
the syncopathic apricot.
Yeah,
Dry hop sour ale brewed with apricots. Syncopathic apricot. Syncs are refreshing tart sour ale with the citrus dry hopping of a pale ale. Biscuity malt and an uplifting stone fruit beet. Oh, a stone fruit beet from added apricots. I thought they were beating the stone fruit from the apricot. Well, that just got a little rough, man. From added apricots form a perfect harmony in this delicately balanced and delightfully enjoyable beer. Cheers.
I know. I got to tell you guys, I was really happy to see Distill in the liquor store again because like the last couple times I've been there, I didn't see any of their stuff there. It's like, oh no.
You should have a little sample glass over there, Pete, if you want to.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for Carlos to.
Oh, you
Get
wanted
done.
you didn't want to just you wanted to have it. There you go. I was just gonna like drink it all from this one sample glass.
Here, man.
Oh, well you. Just wanted a little. bit.
Just give me all the beers. All right, I'll just take them all back.
I mean, all you got to do is get nachos
Cause
later.
I got the yeah, that's the problem. I got the dark IPA over here, black IPA from that Casey had brewed, which is good. But I like the other IPA you had brewed better.
yeah,
white?
no, the one that's gone.
Oh yeah, that disappeared when we did the one thing. The one thing, you know,
The
Art,
party.
The party. It was a thing.
All right, Carlos, what do you think about this beer?
It's got a good solid smell to it. Like I can get like just a little bit of citrus in the smell, like not a whole lot more than that.
What are you smelling?
I'm gonna be honest, like it's just like a slight citrus smell. When I taste it though, it's kind of like rhubarb. I get like a little bit of rhubarb into it. It's actually I really like the sourness on this one. I know not everybody has like the same like amount that they can like for sourness, but it's got a good amount of sourness to it.
It does. It's pretty sour.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, that's the sour series is really fucking
Like,
sour.
I've been drinking pints of Berliner.
Yeah.
At this afternoon, and I switch over to this, and I'm like, did they just dump warheads in this?
Mm-hmm.
Man, Pete, what do you think, man?
It's a little sour. I'm glad I'm only grabbed a little bit
Yeah.
here.
I might not be able to drive to get the Mexican fact.
I'm gonna be able to drive to get McDonald's. Well, good, Carlos. Nobody wanted McDonald's.
Nobody wanted that.
Not sure about biscuity,
No,
maybe, but
I'm just getting sour. Like in the aroma, I get some of the malt and some of the apricot. When I
Mhm.
taste it, that sour is just so overwhelming.
yeah. Yeah, anytime I see these cans now, I'm like, oh god, I can't drink a whole one. I can't drink a whole one.
And Carlos is just like shotgunning him, like woo!
I mean, it's kind of true.
All right, Carlos, out of 10.
All right, well, distill, D-S-T-I-H-L, which is not how you normally spell distill. But yeah, that's this is what I expect from their beers. This to be sour because they're wild sour series stuff at least, and it definitely fucking delivers. And like I'm glad that like there's a little bit of apricot in there, but it's like not super overpowering because like apricot's not one of my favorite fruits. But yeah, it's really good. So I'm gonna give it a 8.5 in my.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a high number. Pete?
What are we doing? We rating it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to rate sours that I think are too sour, so I'll just give it like a 7. You do a 7.
All right, just do it on your own personal rating
Yeah.
system. Like
Yeah, that'll do a 7.
7? All right.
Sours are tough when you think they're too sour.
Yeah, because it automatically knocks a bunch of points off
Mhm.
because you can't get any of the complex flavors out.
Right.
Like I'm a bigger fan of like the Brett sours, like kind of like the the barnyard funk, instead of like there's the straight tartness.
Right.
You just gotta adjust your tongue to the tartness.
Just gotta adjust your tongue, man. Eat a bunch of sour candy all the time.
A bunch of Sour Patch Kids.
You just have to eat a whole box of sour gummy worms, Casey.
Yeah, right before.
Hey, did you ever make it through that 3 pounds?
No, there's still a box sitting in my room. You should eat them on the show.
No.
We should do it.
You have to eat the
Okay.
whole thing.
The whole
We'll
thing.
just do it as a group thing, like a group effort.
Finishing Carlos's 3-pound
Actually,
box
I
of
might
gummy
actually
worms.
need some of Pete's stuff that he needs to take every day for.
Oh, the omeprazole.
Oh yeah,
For the old heartburn there.
yeah, I would probably definitely need that.
All right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna give it a 6. I can't taste anything other than the sour. The aroma's good, but there's too much lactic acid in it. I can't get past it. I literally can't taste anything else other than
Wow,
sour.
it just makes the dark. When I start tasting the black IPA, it just makes it taste bland.
Yeah, because it destroys your palate.
Yeah.
There's nothing there anymore. So Beer Advocate apparently changed their ratings to out of 5 now instead of out of 100.
That's very weird.
I agree. So this has an 80.9.
What? But how does that work? It's out of 5. How does that work?
Oh no, I did math.
What was it? What out of 5?
Or no, I guess it'd be an 81.8.
But give us the point out of 5.
4.09 out of 5.
All right.
So that would work out to 81.8.
Yeah. It
Out
works
of
better
100.
than going that way than going the opposite way to try to figure out what it is out of 5.
Yeah, no, I think out of 5 is stupid.
Yeah. I think out of 10 is the perfect number because that's what we got.
Yes. I know. Well, that's because we're perfect.
We are perfect. Anybody who says otherwise, go fuck yourself.
I have no idea when they changed that time. I just noticed it this week, so it's within the last 2 weeks. Because last beer we tried was still out of 100.
Yeah, that's kind of weird though that they did they change all the ratings then to like automatically be out of 5?
Yeah.
Then? All right.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
That's me. Fuck banjos. A plea for Tesla to send help to Puerto Rico was spelled out with the remnants of a house torn apart from Hurricane Irma. And the electric car maker is now sending aid. In addition to building electric cars, Tesla also sells an at-home battery pack, the Powerwall, that can capture energy generated by solar panels. Tesla is now shipping hundreds of Powerwalls to Puerto Rico as the island continues to suffer from power outages. Bloomberg first reported Puerto Rico was already grappling with power outages after Hurricane Irma, a Category 5 storm that hit the island. At least 60,000 people were already without power when Hurricane Maria, a Category 4 storm, knocked out power for the entire island's 3.5 million residents and my brother.
It was a direct hit.
Oh yeah, no,
critical hit right
No,
there.
no, like,
Decimation.
so what happened was it hit the island, and then like just wrapped around El Yunque, like the big mountain on the island, and just was like, oh, I can just circle around this and destroy everything else. Like the rainforest is gone.
Oh, yeah.
And my brother said they had just reintroduced. So this was the biggest devastation that Puerto Rico had faced since like 1932 or 1934, something like that. And during that hurricane that knocked out a bunch of the island, like the species of bird was eradicated from the island.
Oh yeah.
Like 3 or 4 months ago, they reintroduced that bird to the island. Guess what bird's dead now?
Funny. That is a little bit funny, I gotta admit.
Yeah, if you're a sick fox.
Generators are currently helping power high priority buildings like hospitals, but power likely won't return to the entire island for another 6 months. Tesla's Powerwall could help bridge the gap in some areas as Puerto Rico works to repair its electrical grid. Tesla employees are on the ground in Puerto Rico to help install battery packs and repair solar panels.
Well, I mean, I just gotta say this is really just a smart choice, pretty much all around the table.
Well,
there.
it's gonna boost Puerto Rico's infrastructure.
Yeah.
Like if they go to like a lot of solar during this 6 months.
Yeah.
Because they get a lot of sun.
Yeah. And like all like basically like if you just
And their power grid sucks.
Oh yeah. So if you like incorporated like a solar system that is like able to like easily be able to fold it up and put away.
Uh-huh.
We only have the 2 cans open, right? Because I can just drink the rest of them.
Yeah.
But basically, I don't know. I think it's like a really smart decision, like basically all around. Especially like basically, if like a Tesla, for example, could like turn Puerto Rico into like an example, like island of like, hey, like they're all basically have like all this solar energy now.
Yeah.
Like look how it's benefiting them.
Well, and
it's also helping these people that need the power.
No, it's helping them now, but it'll help them in the long term because their power grid there is notoriously unreliable.
Yeah.
It's all above ground lines. They don't have any buried lines, and the residents of the country are so far in debt that they can't always pay their power bills.
Oh yeah, well there's a lot of things that go into
but there's
that.
a lot of like Ferraris on the island, so not really sure what's going on there.
Well, like there's certain people that move to Puerto Rico because they have a lot of money and they can just basically live like kings.
So my brother went down there for like he was helping them out with their financial stuff, and the amount of debt that these people had because they would just take out loans, and they're like, well, the government doesn't repay their loans, why should I?
Yeah.
So they just take out more loans to repay those loans and then buy more stuff.
I mean, I get their argument. I surely get their arguments, and I get their arguments.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. No, I'm really excited to see. Like, this is a really good experiment for Tesla.
Yeah.
Because if it helps in this situation, it'll help in a lot of other disaster relief areas.
How does Tesla like actually gain money? Because like I know like they sell stuff.
Their cars are ridiculously expensive.
But like, do they actually get enough people that buy their cars to actually afford?
There's a waiting list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I've looked into buying one of the because I want one. I want one so bad.
But like, where would you charge up? Do you like already know like a place in the cities you would be able to charge up your car?
I could charge up by running an extension cord outside.
All right. Nobody has to pay the electric bill or anything.
Shut up, Carlos. Actually, I could charge up at work. I could run an electrical. I could run an extension cord out of the door at work.
That's a good solution right there.
Then it's free.
You take it from anybody. Get like 100-foot extension cord and like get it all under the ground and shit.
I'll plug it into the neighbor's outdoor one.
Did you see it? I don't know if you have anything like how like Tesla's talking about like the guy not Tesla himself, not Nikola Tesla, but the guy behind Tesla.
Elon Musk
is talking about like having like actual like making it so like the charging stations have like all these like because like normally when you fuel up with gas, it's like, oh yeah, I just fill up in like 5 minutes and like I'm out of there. But like for charging your car, it might take about like 45 minutes.
Hour, yeah.
So basically, like, basically, I want my charging station to have like stuff like, oh, they can go in, relax, have
like
coffee.
a strip mall.
Yeah.
That's old Elon Musk news. Did you hear about his new thing?
What's his new thing?
All the rockets.
He wants to have domestic rockets.
What?
Like, and domestic as in like planetarily domestic. So he's saying he wants to send rockets up from New York and they could land in London in 30 minutes.
All right. So part of like Elon Musk stuff is like, yeah, this is smart. So part of it is like, Elon Musk, you are insane. You need to stop this now.
He's a Bond villain.
Yeah.
Like straight up just a Bond villain.
He just doesn't do enough outright villainous stuff to be the
No, and the thing is he's trying to help everyone despite ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we're like, yeah, actually I would totally get on a rocket to go across the world in an hour.
No, that sounds insane.
No, I would do it. Also, do I gotta go to space?
Wait, what if you had like a rocket like drop instead of like doing the actual drop off, it just you had like free fall down. That'd be pretty cool.
No, it doesn't free fall down.
No, look, it was just like, all right, anybody for London, jump out now.
No, you can't do that.
And
Then you're having citizens do Halo jumps. You're gonna have so many dead people.
So many dead people.
So diabetics who don't like pricking their fingers to monitor blood sugar may have an alternative method to check their levels. Federal regulators have approved the first continuous device that will bypass the finger prick test, according to the Food and Drug Administration. Current models require users to test a drop of blood twice a day. Abbott's new Freestyle Libre flash glucose monitoring system, approved Wednesday by the FDA, uses a small sensor attached to the upper arm. Patients wave a reader device over it to see if the current blood sugar level has changed in the past 8 hours. The FDA is always interested in new technologies that can help make the care of people living with chronic conditions such as diabetes easier and more manageable. Actually, that's a great thing. The blood pricking thing seems so barbaric.
Sounds like a pain. Like it could have been worse. Like what was it right before the blood pricking thing? It was like before. Wasn't like more painful? Like it was like blood pricking, but even more painful than it was.
Yeah, well, so that like they started with like a little like pin, like you had to like poke yourself, and then they had the little like clicker pin.
Yeah.
And then like some people have like the insulin pumps and stuff that monitor it continuously. If this can replace insulin pumps, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can actually do that. I don't know enough about diabetes.
I don't either.
We gotta schedule an interview with Wilford Brimley.
We just gotta keep drinking beer until we do have to worry about it.
No, because you shouldn't drink alcohol while you have diabetes. Like when we were younger, we hung out with a guy who had diabetes, and we would drink a lot with him. And his big thing was like,
JT,
"Hey guys,
right?
yeah, hey guys, before I pass out, if I stop breathing, just like call 911."
Oh God, like that was JT, right?
Yeah.
We're lucky nothing bad ever happened.
Yep. No, diabetes is no joke.
No, because like you didn't. No, that's right. Before you had to prick your finger, like you had like take it from your stomach or like from your abdomen, right?
I don't know. No, he just had the pump there.
I don't know. It's just that. It sounds like a hassle.
You'll
Just
never
a real hassle to have
It's
diabetes.
a real hassle to have that.
I just shouldn't even get it.
Don't get that. You'll never be able to look at Mario the same way again after it was confirmed that he regularly beat up Yoshi.
Well, I couldn't look at him the same way after I found out that he actually had nipples. No, the official
Yoshi
picture.
or Mario?
Mario on a beach with no hair on his chest but nipples. Mario, an Italian with no hair on his chest, but he has nipples. You can see that
He's got nipples.
It's official now.
Hey, Luigi, I'm trying to tell a story over here. Shut the fuck up.
Mario, your nipples are showing. You gotta wear a shirt.
I like it, Mario. I like it, Luigi. He's gonna let it go.
Why did you shave your chest? You should be more proud of your heritage.
This has
I see what you did.
gotten weird. This has gotten out of control.
It's unfortunate because Matt made a big thing about like, oh, this is terrible.
Now we have
to do it. No,
That
was
was
it Zach?
Zach.
It was
Yes.
Zach. Well, like now we have to do it every once in a while. We have to do the Mario.
Anyway, what Mario does to make Yoshi stick out his tongue has long been a subject of debate among Mario fans. but now it has been settled by developers Takashi Tezuka and Shigafumi Hino. Yes, Mario was originally punching Yoshi in the head to make him stick out his tongue to grab things.
It's pretty clear that's what's going on.
Lots of people think that while Mario is pointing his finger forward, he's saying "go," and Yoshi's tongue comes out. Hino said in an interview with Nintendo's official site. However, the setup that I drew was that when Mario punches Yoshi in the back of the head, the character's tongue shoots out in surprise.
Yeah.
And it gets even worse. What's more, that's an added bop sound. However, it seemed like people would say, poor Yoshi. So that's why it became Mario saying, go, Hino added. Needless to say, the revelation has left a lot of Nintendo fans shocked, especially when you consider that Mario punching Yoshi in the head means that, indirectly, they have been punching the adorable Yoshi in the head, too.
I'm alright with that.
I'm not. I don't want to punch Yoshi in the head. I guess I never really thought about it.
All right, next time you play Super Mario World, just don't punch Mario. Don't punch
But
Yoshi.
I got to use the head, especially on World 3 or no, World 4, the water one where there's the cactus stacks. The only way to beat them is to eat them.
So just keep punching Yoshi in the head then, Casey. I hope you feel good. I hope you feel good about that.
How's that pale ale treating you, Pete?
Oh, good. This one's got a lot in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you pour the yeasty beasties from the bottom in there?
No, there's still a little bit left in there.
Yeah, there's definitely some yeast.
It might have been towards the end of the end of the
fermenter. The end of the keg.
Which is fine. I mean, I'm gonna drink it until I absolutely can't, until I get down to it. So I let it settle, and it's good, man. It's very good.
But, yeah.
Do you get the blackberry?
Yeah, a little bit at the end.
Okay.
I've had dry stout and a raspberry wheat. And then
that's right. Lots of beers today.
But this one, it's doing me right.
All right, good. That's what I like to hear.
That's all that matters.
On the morning of September 26th in Tokyo, school children on their way to a day of learning and play at Edawana Elementary School. I wanted Matt here to help.
Aguado?
Eduardo. It's Eduardo, Casey.
It's EDOG.
Eduardo. It's clearly Eduardo, Casey. Eduardo.
Eduardo Elementary School.
Edorgado.
We're crossing a pedestrian land bridge. However, hanging from the railing was a little doll made of straw, along with a note which read, "All you brats jump from here and die." In Japan, straw dolls, whereon igyo, are used in a somewhat similar fashion to voodoo dolls, in that they're both effigies used to summon a curse upon people. Judging by the note, it would appear that someone had intended to make the children jump to their own death through the power of straw doll. That someone is believed to be 41-year-old Takashi Inaba, who lives near the school. According to police, Inaba confessed to inflicting the curse, saying, "Those kids running wild in the park are too noisy." Inaba is facing charges of criminal intimidation, which, considering the supernatural method, seems a little in excess. While debatable whether this incident is technically a threat, it certainly is creepy and a public nuisance. It should be noted that Inaba is also suspected of several cases of graffiti, which reads, "Kids are too noisy" on benches and the toilet of the local park, where kids are known to play. He's also believed to have sent over 30 letters to staff and parents of Eduardo Elementary School.
Eduardo.
It's Edgordo.
Eduardo.
Edgarado.
The name is Eduardo.
El Dorado Elementary School. Bad-mouthing them about their inability to control those noisy kids.
You know, I say this, but I have no idea what word he's trying to read.
I don't either. I forgot how he spelled it.
I stopped listening. It's clearly Eduardo.
Spell it one more time, Casey.
Eduardo. It's Eduardo.
Gawa.
Oh, Edogawa?
Edogawa.
What the Edogawa? Is it Japanese?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I can say edamame.
Close.
So while he probably won't get hit with the full force of the law, the suspect may have a date with a mental health examiner in store. Yeah, man, this dude hates kids.
He's really obsessing over this.
Well, he's
stuff.
super angry.
It's like why does he care that much about these kids? It's like they're playing in the middle of the night when he's trying to sleep.
No, it's just on their way to school. Maybe he works a night shift.
Yeah, I can understand then. All right, if he was working a night shift, yeah, fuck everybody else. Then.
Regina police officers spent all afternoon negotiating with a man to come down from a tree he climbed to escape arrest before he was ultimately lured down with a taco provided by a neighbor.
That is amazing.
Police said the man climbed the tree on the 700 block of Gamet Street around 11:45 a.m. on Wednesday after officers followed the man who was suspected of stealing a vehicle. Police said he was first spotted in a vehicle, then on bicycle. Like, this guy is like straight out Grand Theft Auto. He's like switching vehicles, trying to make his star rating go down. The man, armed with a screwdriver and carrying a backpack, threatened police multiple times. He was heard shouting, "Shoot me, and I'll stab you." Regina police said it is unclear if the man had any other weapons. The crisis negotiator arrived on the scene around 12:30. A woman said that she heard the man screaming that his eyes were burning and that he was seen rubbing them uncontrollably. Another man who lives down the street claimed he witnessed police trying to chase the man earlier. As of 3 p.m., there were around 15 uniformed plainclothes officers on the scene.
This guy was clearly just full of drugs at this point.
The man appeared
a drug piñata, if you would.
The man appeared to be tired after being in the tree for more than 3 hours.
That's a long time.
He could be seen yawning and stretching and smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, he put his cigarettes up in the tree. Of course he did.
Right? More than an hour passed, and the police started to close in on the man. Another person started to spray the man with water from a hose. It was unclear if he was with the police or the fire department or just a neighbor.
That's an asshole move. Like, this guy's up in the fucking tree, and he's trying to smoke a cigarette, and you're just spraying him with water?
First of all, he stole a car.
Yeah. Well,
I
know. I'm not saying he's without like guilt or anything, but like he's fucking stuck up a tree. He's got to come down at some point in time.
Right. The man shouted swear words at them and eventually dropped his backpack. The negotiator remained in contact with the man as they made a different plan. While police were talking amongst themselves, concerned parents were talking to each other nearby in the alley about how they hoped the police could wrap it up soon because kids were about to come home from school. Around 20 minutes later, a lady could be heard yelling at the man in the tree from the alley. She said she brought him an Indian taco. Prior to this, the man said he was hungry. He says to the cop, "I'm hungry," a woman said. So I said I would get him something to eat, and I went and grabbed an Indian taco from the Bangkok house and brought it to the officer, and he went and gave it to him. The negotiator took over the conversation at that point, and the man came down from the tree onto the garage.
That would work for me. All right. If I was hungry enough in the trees, like, I kind of want to come down. I just want to eat a taco. You got a taco for me? All right, I'm going to come down, eat my taco, and I'm just going to go to jail.
Not just a taco, an Indian taco.
I've never actually had.
So it was probably made with like naan bread and had like some curry sauce in it.
I've never had an Indian taco.
I went to a Fair State beer thing and they had a food truck. It was like an Indian food truck, but it was like an Indian, like a curry burrito.
Oh yeah? How was it?
I got nachos from somewhere else. I should have got that fucking burrito.
It
had like the basmati rice in it and some meat, some curried meat or whatever.
I've never had Indian food.
Really?
What?
Really?
There's a really good Indian restaurant in Woodbury that we should go to.
Really? All right.
Yep.
Yeah. There's also a solid one by work. I like that.
There's so many good ones around, dude.
Yeah.
I've had some good ass Indian food, man.
Indian food's the best.
Go there.
Curry is so good.
They have all you can eat on lunchtime, but they only have like a few different dishes. So
yeah, all the dishes are this. It's curry and rice.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of different dishes.
In Florida last year, I took Andy, Dan, and Jake to their first Indian restaurant. I had a great time.
Yeah. You didn't like it? Well, it depends what you get, because there's like the thicker, richer, and then there's just like spicier, more like tomato based instead of cream based.
You should probably recommend the milder stuff to newer people. Right?
Yeah, well, it depends on the curry or the Indian restaurant that you go to. Like the spice level varies so much from restaurant to restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you get a medium somewhere, it's a hot somewhere else,
you get,
or a mild somewhere else.
But like the basic classical like assumption is that it's fucking gonna be fucking hot, right?
Not necessarily. Curry doesn't necessarily have to be hot. Depends on how much coconut milk they put in it and stuff
I mean, like
that.
There's some
you
yogurt
can have,
based
like,
ones.
Well, like
There's a
if
lot
it's
of different
Indian
kinds.
curry though, you would assume it's hot though. Like I know, like there's sweeter curries. But,
Yep.
But if it's, I thought like the
It's
assumption
known
was,
to
like,
be.
if
It's known to be
definitely known
hot.
to be,
It's
yeah.
known to be hot. But they didn't like. Two of them didn't order curry. Like Jake ordered curry because he's smart. He's like, I'm in an Indian place. I'm getting curry.
Yeah.
Like Andy ordered some sort of salad.
well, he's stupid.
Yep, and it was just a sad looking salad.
He deserved that sad.
And then Dan's a vegetarian, so he ordered a plate of vegetables.
Where did you guys
what is
go?
wrong with
It
that?
was it was near the hotel. It was just an Indian place near the. It was the only place
Oh, gotcha.
open.
Is there
Oh.
like isn't there like there's got to be a vegetarian? Well, no, never mind. Curry has like
Oh, there are a lot of vegetarian options.
Yeah,
like,
no, there's a lot of
about
vegetarian.
half of them are
curries.
vegetarian. Yeah.
But he wasn't looking through it, and he's just like, well, I'm just gonna go plate of vegetables.
Yeah.
So you just got a plate of steamed vegetables.
Well, you got to get if you're gonna get
that sounds
vegetables,
like a
get
terrible
curry
life
vegetables.
to live.
Yeah.
Get it in the sauce. You
Like,
put it over
it's
the
a-
rice.
All right, if you're gonna be a vegetarian, fine. But like, if it's just like if you're at a restaurant, like I just want to plate of vegetables, like that's sad. That's sad.
Sad.
This is
It's
me
like
talking.
it's like we're reading
This is
Trump's
me
Twitter right
talking.
Carlos is just Trump Twitter.
Just a plate of vegetables.
No,
Sad.
a plate of
Sad.
vegetables is sad. All right,
Drain the swamp,
it's
Carlos.
just the truth.
Drain it.
Drain the sauce.
Drain that curry out of there.
Is it buffalo sauce? Because I would drain the hell out of that.
The problem was the next
Yeah.
morning I had leftover curry right before going to a bunch of like
Oh yeah.
classes.
Well, that's
and
just
stuff.
stupid.
Yeah, no,
that's just
That was,
fucking
a,
stupid.
that was a bad decision on my part. I had to like fucking bail halfway through. I was
But you
like,
were hungry.
I gotta shit so bad.
Yeah.
'Cause that's one thing curry does. Cleans you out real good.
I don't know. People say that about a lot of different foods, but it's not the same for everybody. you
Well,
know?
curry does it for me. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people get it from homebrew.
It's like
Yeah.
well, basically, like, your system generally adjusts over time to homebrew beer.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. But yeah, no. So this guy got out of the tree for a taco,
It's a
an
fair.
Indian taco. Sounds
It's
like
a fair
good time.
point. I've never had any taco, and I kind of want to try one now.
Pretty sure it's like curry on some naan, man. That sounds great.
That does sound like a thing that I haven't
Now
tried.
we want Indian food, so gotta go. Gotta wrap it up here.
Wrap it up. We gotta go find an Indian restaurant real quick. All right. So discussion topic for today, because we just went camping. How do we make camping better?
All right, so I think the best way to do this is, we had this cooler that was just fucking full of beer and ice, and it was a fucking pain in the ass to carry the
We're
campsite.
gonna make a cart.
So what if we had an airdrop? Just
No.
a plain airdrops in your beer in the cooler and your camping gear and everything. So you just have to walk the campsite and all your stuff's there.
Do you know
Do you know
somebody
how-
that flies a helicopter?
Also, do you know how,
We're not talking. We don't have to worry about who would do this.
We don't have to
stuff.
worry about logistics. We just need.
do you
I'm
know
just
how
saying this would
accurate
improve.
airdrops are?
No idea.
They're
But
not
wherever-
super accurate.
Wherever
Could
it
be in the swamp.
lands
It's
is
been
where
like
it fucking
30
sits.
meters, which is about what we carried it.
Could be like a mile
We carried
away.
it more than 30 meters. But also, if it's like, I think wherever it falls, good enough camping site for me.
No, it's not, because you were in a set camping site.
Good enough for me. By repeating what I said, did that help?
Mm-mm.
No, did not help.
Nope, did not.
Right?
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Carrying the coolers full of beer sucked.
Oh, it sucked. a
Yeah,
lot.
Thomas is gonna bring his drones. He's gonna control them remotely
Yeah.
from wherever he lives.
They would
and-
need a lot of drones.
well,
Like,
no, we're gonna keep it on the car, and he's just gonna bring it from the
No,
car. to
like
us.
snow.
Oh man,
White,
he says drones have a follow mode.
no, but you would need like a Snow White
Oh,
level.
and
of
then
drones.
Thomas is gonna make a beer mode
Wait,
for
what?
the drone. So it just picks up a beer and it beers you.
But
Thomas has this figured out.
thing
In a
is, I've
remote
seen
We need to
control.
camp with Thomas.
I've seen so many videos that have gone bad, like people like using the drone to run people, like that just hits people. Is
Oh no. Their problem is they're not using long enough strings.
what?
With a beer on a real long string, then you're not in danger of getting hit by blades.
You would need so many drones to carry that cooler,
You need like 7.
or you need one giant drone. Problem solved.
That's a helicopter.
It's a fucking helicopter that you can do an airdrop with, bro. There you go. There we go. Right back around to me.
No, we're not bringing it back around to you.
All right. So, anyways,
Other aspects of camping.
well, basically, what Carlos wants is so we don't have to move shit from the car to the campsite.
that makes sense.
Noted. Check. A pad to sleep on. I think I'm gonna get one for next year.
Oh, you didn't have a sleeping pad this year.
No, I had my blanket, which is fine, but
No.
it's just that the blanket got a little
Look,
moist.
I had a pad. It did not help a whole lot.
Then you were using it
I've
No, no,
used
it was-
pads
it was
before.
all
I
the way
know.
full. It did not help a whole lot.
What were you sleeping on? Razor blades?
It felt like it.
For more than one night, yes, that'd be great.
Actually, though, I kind of want to. I've seen these things where like it's actually like a where you like it's like this. You set up this not hammock, but like a kind of like a bed frame, basically, like a small bed frame.
Called a cot.
Yeah, it's basically this like foldable cot that you unfold, and then you just like it folds up to the size of like a normal person's like folding chair. That like I'm not
Not you know, a normal person.
Yeah, but like then you just put your sleeping bag on top, and like there you go.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't backpack with that. That's too heavy.
Oh no, you can't backpack with that at all.
No, the sleeping pads are nice. I like the sleeping pads. I mean, you got my shit sleeping pad because I have a nice one.
No,
I just
like,
might get a blow up mattress,
I honestly,
like a
feel,
mini one.
No, like I
You have,
honestly
like,
feel like
comforts
if
like
it was
that.
like one of those blue pads underneath my sleeping bag, it might have been better than that one.
How are you sleeping on the sleeping pad?
Like my sleeping bag was over it. My entire sleeping bag was over it. I didn't even go in my sleeping bag at all during the whole camping trip. It was just me on top of my sleeping bag, on top of your pad. And I had a blanket over myself, and it was still pretty fucking uncomfortable.
Oh, I slept like a baby.
Yeah, no, I slept great that first night. I plopped down, woke up. It was morning time. I'm like, holy shit, what just happened? That's fine. It's the next day.
Yep.
Let's get it started.
That last night I slept pretty well, but I think that was because I was a little bit drinking than usual. Because we had been drinking at the beach all fucking day.
Yeah, and then
I was
you guys
swimming.
were going to bed pretty early. Me and Matt, we kept her going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
first
crashed,
night I had
like-
like 15
No,
beers.
that first night with you and Matt, like you guys were up till fucking 3 a.m.
Yeah, I crashed
Yeah,
about
we were.
1 that night, and then
I was a little bit after that first night.
no, you went to bed first. The first.
No,
night.
no. The first night I was not first asleep.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Thomas said anything up to 55 pounds.
That would
So
not.
I think
oh wait,
that was probably maybe like
how many
a
drones?
60-pound cooler, 70
We would
pound
need a lot.
cooler.
That was probably 100-pound cooler.
You think
man.
100
No,
pounds?
it was more than 100 pounds.
I don't
That
think
was
it was more than 100 pounds.
Dude, that was a heavy ass cooler.
No, it was
Bringing
heavy.
it down? Well,
It was like carrying a body.
a 150-pound cooler.
No,
So we need to get
150
three 50-pound
We need-
a
coolers.
fat body. 200 pounds. 250 pounds.
No man, I figure if we get 4 drones, one on each corner, we can at least hover it a couple inches up,
That would help.
and then we can push it.
There we go. Yeah. All right. Casey, what would help with camping?
Man, well, so you were bitching about the sleeping situation. I figured camping sleeping is solid, and I took a bunch of naps in my hammock, so that helped.
Oh yeah, you're like I'm gonna be honest. Like having a hammock tent, not great. Having an actual hammock,
Just like hanging out in camp was
Yeah.
great.
yeah, that looks great.
Yeah. And hammocks are like $30.
Yeah.
So everyone should have one next year.
I got to get a different chair. Well, I'll just bring my garbage chair next time.
The only thing is, like,
Yeah.
you were
So
so
honestly, that full
like you
chair,
just kept falling asleep just because like you're away from the fire a little bit, and then you just kept falling asleep.
Yeah, no, I was comfortable.
And like we went hunting for firewood for a while, like you was like,
What you did? I didn't know that.
because the fire went out, so it's just pitch black and with you in camp in your hammock, and that was it.
I was napping, man.
Yeah,
I was
you
good
were-
to go.
You were pretty far asleep at that point.
I missed all the potatoes. I didn't have any potatoes.
They weren't super great.
Well, yeah, we just
There were a
okay.
couple
I got them wet, put them in some tinfoil, and we're gonna throw them in. You're like, dude, what are you doing? You're like cutting them open, putting butter, and you made it through 2 of them. You're like, all right, and then you went to bed, or you took a nap, or whatever.
Yeah, you did have some potatoes.
And those
Casey.
ones
Everybody
like
had
started
potatoes.
on fire. Those ones were black.
You gotta put the potato.
Yeah,
you gotta
well-
put the butter in the potatoes, man.
No, like
Not when you cook it, man.
no,
Yeah, man.
Not when you cook it, man.
It absorbs in there.
no, it did not work great.
If
The butter was
if I had paid attention to them,
No.
they would have been amazing.
Honestly, the problem was putting the potatoes directly in the fire.
No, the problem was me sitting in the hammock.
No. Why would you put the potatoes? Like I thought the thing was like, oh, you put in the embers. No, they're not in the embers. They're in the middle of the fucking fire right now.
Where do you think the
Dude,
embers come from?
No, you can have embers without the fire going on like full blast, which was going full blast.
Well, there wasn't a knob to turn it down.
You're right, Casey. It's not like you can drag embers elsewhere and just keep the potatoes
Well,
warm
let's
for a
talk
while.
about last year. Last year we put them in the embers. We waited like 2 hours, and then
Yeah.
I ate one. I was like, it was okay. And then other people were like, these aren't done at all. And this year when we ate them, they were done. You just peel the skin off, and they're good.
The potatoes last year were probably better than this year.
No, because they weren't done last year.
you
It's
said
like
it was
eating a
alright.
raw potato.
You said it was all right. This year, I had basically
Well, I was
peel off
fucked
a
up.
lot. There was a lot of potato I was not able to eat.
You want the charred skin.
No, it was more than charred skin. There was like a
It was
fucking
blackened.
giant layer that I had to peel off just to get to the good potato.
Carlos, you cooked those potatoes wrong.
Yeah, I did. You're right.
Yep. I was napping.
It was all on me.
It's not on me.
You washed your
All
hand.
right. So I guess what we can agree on is the one thing that would make camping better is better potato cooking.
There we go. But how?
Yeah, or don't do potatoes. You know.
Or don't do potatoes. Yeah, no, the potatoes we had for breakfast.
Wait,
were
wait,
good.
wait. How would you
The
do?
skillet potatoes.
Could you do JoJo
Yeah, were those frozen
potatoes?
potatoes?
What?
Were those frozen ones? You guys cut them up?
Those were frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Could
those are
you
good.
do, Could you do JoJo potatoes?
Yeah, man.
How would you?
You can
do that
fry
camping?
anything.
Dude, what we should have been doing these last 3 years is just like putting shit in the tin foil
And
just
making
putting
like a
it on
boat.
there.
Yeah. Pete figured
and
that
put
out.
in whatever you want, sauce or water
you
or
pour
beer.
some beer in there, and then you put the hot dogs or brats in there, and you let her cook up.
It
Oh,
bubbles
no.
up. It boils.
No, those beer brat. It was just beer and like was it just fucking hot dogs? Yeah,
Yeah, there was beer in all three.
Those
of
were
them.
delicious.
those were great. And
Whatever
that was
they
like
were.
we basically did. We had like
We also had a jug of cheddar or nacho cheese.
that was.
I thought we were going to talk about
You know,
this.
yeah, that was the thing. We were not. We only got through half of the thing in nacho
No,
cheese.
it was like a third.
That
third
was
of the
more
way done.
nacho cheese than I figured we'd get through.
Not every. No, like Matt had like nothing.
I know. I was dipping my hot dogs in it.
Yeah, I
kept-
dipped
I
a
kept
few
going with
things
chips.
in
Had a lot of chips with
it. I was
cheese.
just dipping shit.
Look,
in
I'm
it.
gonna-
There was a line at one point. Like there's
To
three of
get
us in
in?
a line. Like just like we each had a chip, and we'd like go through and we'd dip it in there
And,
and
like,
eat it, and then
I'm
go to
gonna
the end of
be
the line.
For people that feel like anybody listening, like a giant, like it was. I don't remember how many ounces.
It was
the
a
can was.
gallon of nacho
Yeah,
cheese.
We're
So-
talking quarts here.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna do like a lot of nacho cheese, that's the thing that you have to like. All right, we're gonna all be at the campsite all day long. Like that's the plan.
No, you can't sit there all day and eat nacho cheese.
No, but it's gotta
That's
be
gross.
But
Just
if
don't
you-
let anybody sit in a hammock and nap.
No, it's got no. Like I think like it's not gross if you. The thing is like it's like all right, we got the nacho cheese. We put it on at lunchtime. It's gonna be warm until like way past evening time. So we have nacho cheese that we can just dip everything in. But because we kept going to the beach, so we couldn't do that. So it wasn't until the final night that we used the nacho cheese.
Yeah.
Well, we had it. Might as well cut it
yeah,
open
we
and
had to
cook it
use
up.
it.
Yeah, I had to open it up with a knife.
I just left Casey to deal with that.
Yep.
Did you actually end up? Were you able to do it with the rock or?
No, I ended up just grabbing my knife and my hatchet
just-
and using my
yep.
hatchet as a hammer and the knife as a little thing, and I just went. Boop, boop, boop,
How's
boop,
your
boop,
hatchet
boop,
doing?
boop, boop, boop. My hatchet's fine.
All right, that's good to hear.
Well, I use my knife to poke through it. The
All
hatchet
right.
I use as a hammer.
All right, yeah.
As a hammer back. Have you ever seen a hatchet?
Your hatchet's fine. That's fine.
What did
Yeah,
you do to
that's
my
good.
hatchet?
That's
Yeah,
a good
It's
thing.
fine.
Wait, no, what did you do to my hatchet?
Well, your hatchet's fine, Casey. Your
There's
hatchet's
nothing
fine.
wrong
We're
with
just
it, so it
listening-
doesn't matter.
No, I'm suspicious.
Carlos, what do you do?
Your hatchet's fine, Casey.
No, Carlos.
Carlos, I don't
what
remember quite well enough. What happened? What did you do?
It was everybody except Matt, I think, and Casey. It was me.
Don't bring me into this.
What did you guys do to my hatchet?
So we were trying to break, logs, and it was.
And we did.
We did.
Did you chip my hatchet?
We didn't
Nobody
chip it.
chipped
It just
your
made it
hatchet.
be sharpened a little bit.
God damn it. What the fuck were you doing with my hatchet?
Well, Pete said, "Oh, you have it. You have the hatchet in the log, and you just hit it against this rock."
And he said it was a bad
That
idea.
sounds like a great idea. He said. I was like, "All right, well, let's try that." And like we did that for a while, and it was like not working great.
It was working well enough, but he decided we needed to just whack the logs. We just needed to hack the shit out of the
I
logs.
was saying like we should be swinging it not at a rock, but at another log.
No. If you're doing anything, you sink the hatchet and then you use that as a wedge and
And
you
you
grab
go
another
back. Yeah,
log and you
that's-
back the
Yeah, we
you
did
hit
try
the
that.
back
No.
of it.
He was saying it, but like he was saying like it would be hit and you do that on top of a rock. You have it like solid
Because it
on a
wasn't
rock.
working.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. There was no way to
And I
chop the
was
logs
saying
with a
like
hatchet.
you should have the hatchet in a log, on a log, and then hit it there.
All right, Carlos. Well, you're sharpening my hatchet.
It's probably fine, Casey. You said it was
No,
fine.
you're sharpening my hatchet. I haven't tried to chop anything with it.
So you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
You're sharpening my hatchet.
Casey said it's fine.
You're sharpening my hatchet.
We asked you and you said it was fine. It's on record. That's fine.
What if it doesn't need sharpening?
That was before I knew the fucking shit that you guys did.
Let's see what else.
He wouldn't have even noticed or anything because we didn't do anything to it.
Well, no,
I got to get him all spooked
no,
here.
we didn't make giant chips in your hatchet.
You're sharpening my hatchet still.
What else did we? What else would make camping better?
You not dulling my hatchet.
Well, yeah, a not dull hatchet would be great.
I got to bring my Clive Owens.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck happened to your Clive Owens?
Well,
this
how about you
year?
describe
No,
Clive
don't-
Owens?
Don't roast me.
Describe Clive Owens to everybody.
It's just a pair of pants that I only bring to Madeline Island.
Yeah.
Jen
Why are
doesn't let me wear them
Why
here
are they
back
called
in town.
Clive Owens?
Because they're what Clive Owen wears.
Clive Owen wears them in some stuff.
What?
They just look like something that
They're
Clive
just
Owen
real
would wear.
wavy, big pants, but
Yeah.
they're brown, but they're like,
They're Clive
like hanging out
Owens.
on the beach pants.
Okay, man, that sounds like
They wave in the wind like.
Right.
We need to fucking just stop this episode.
Also, my
guys.
moccasins. Should have brought those.
Yeah, I think moccasins would be pretty good.
Brought them last year.
Actually, bring some sandals because, like, when you have to get up in the middle
My
of the night to
boots.
get pissed,
Should
it's
have
like,
brought my boots.
you gotta put boots on. It's a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, guys.
That's
Thanks
it.
for tuning in this week. If you'd like to support us, head over to patreon.com/blindstudios. Or if you're going to do any Amazon shopping, click on the Amazon link there on our homepage. If you have any questions, comments, show ideas, or what have you, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindstudios. Follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And I'll see you guys next week.